All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon. How's everybody doing? Winding down the weekend, getting ready for the week ahead. And Dogecoin has a little pump this morning and didn't give it all back. No, Dogecoin held over 22 cents, moving back up right now, showing a little strength here. So is this the start of something that could be a little bigger for Doge? Could it be a bigger breakout? That's what we're going to be talking about today. How's everybody doing? So, yeah, we were looking at Trader Allen here calling a breakout, right? On the 4-hour chart, zoomed out, Trader Allen was like early this morning saying, hey, look, we got a little breakout happening. A little breakout. And then this morning, while Doge was pumping, I took a screenshot here, posted this on X. Nice little breakout on a Sunday morning. So that's looking good. And so on the chart now, all I've added is this 22-cent line here because we may be done with the triangles. We may be done with the triangles here. And we may be back in the mode of penny by penny by penny. So 22 cents now, which means that the next goal will be 23, which we're not that far away from. So I'll put that in red for resistance there, and that will be our resistance mark right there, 23 cents. That's what we'll be looking. Right now, the height that we saw here is the same that we had on the 28th of August before coming back down. I got to get rid of my little markers there. We certainly do want to get ahead of that, 22.5 cents. So we need to break that and then move our way up to 23. So that's where Doge sits right now. What's Bitcoin doing? 111. Bitcoin's just being actually kind of quiet on the weekend. And ETH at 42.80 also just being quiet. Those are going sideways. XRP had a little bit of a pump here and then fell back. Dogecoin, in comparison, didn't fall back quite as much and is actually showing a little stronger recovery right now. And then we have this thing, and I don't know if you've ever heard of MYX before, but just to show something that is kind of going crazy today on a Sunday. It's this MYX Finance up 165% today. What is this? I tell you, there's always something that's going to go crazy. And MYX, spelled MYX, up 165% today. So a lot of buying of this thing. Again, I don't know exactly what MYX is, but I mean, on the daily, that is a heck of a green candle there, isn't it? That's a big green candle. So if you had this thing back in July when it was down at like 9 cents and now it's at $3, congratulations. Congratulations to you. This wasn't on my radar, and you would think that after the run that it had early in August and then traded back down and was going sideways, they would be totally dead again. And today it just woke up and decided to go up another 165%. So, hey, there's always something going on, right? So, where the market's going to go from here? We're sitting in September. It's still the first week of September. We've had the dips, right? We know the Fed is going to be cutting interest rates here in a week and a half. The setups are for a blow off top this fall. That's what all the setups are for. The major breakout is coming. That is what is coming, is this major breakout. And the setup is there. The setup is definitely there. This is looking at a 4-year cycle. This is looking back from 2021. And the setup in 2020 is eerily similar to 24 into 2025 that could lead to that, again, that blow off top. So it's all set up. And our friend Javon Marks, he's like, let's go. We had the 2017 cycle 1. We had the 2021 cycle 2. Look where we are in cycle 3. Been rather disappointing so far. I get it, right? We got up to 48 cents last December. That was exciting. But then fear of the tariffs, right? All the economy stuff just kind of put a stop on the whole bull cycle there for a bit. But it's coming around and getting ready for that next big run. That is what we are waiting for. On Javon Marks's chart, he is showing the 1.618 fib line at about $2.28. $2.28. So we will be watching that. Meanwhile, over on Bitcoin land, Bitcoin did hit the bull market support band. So why doesn't Bitcoin just rocket up now? That's the next move, right? Sitting right on top of the bull market support band. This is generally a good high time frame momentum indicator. We've seen short periods of consolidation at or below it, but never a full-on detachment for more than a week or two. As long as we keep seeing higher highs, higher lows on the bigger time frame, any larger dips that still hold the structure are generally areas of interest. Again, at this point, if you see a dip, you buy. But right now, Doge isn't showing that. Doge on the daily is breaking out of that pattern. And even if you zoom out to a bigger pattern, one that some people seem to think on the daily chart is more of an indicator, yeah, we broke out. We broke out. So could this be the start of something bigger for Doge? That's what we're here to see, right? That's what we're here to see. Meanwhile, Bitcoin dominance is just kind of going sideways here, right around 58.5%. Again, it's been coming down from 62 to 60 to 58.5. The next move is lower. The next move is lower. Fed cuts rates in a week and a half. There is going to be altcoins moving. ETH particularly leading the charge. ETH is kind of going sideways right now. Consolidating from hitting its all-time high. Right in this zone here. That's what ETH is doing. And that next move is ETH is up. It's going to be up for ETH. So that's what the setup is for going into the weekend. That's what I'm looking at. What are you guys looking at? What are you looking at right now? Feeling good about Doge? I certainly am. But you already knew that. But not Sheeb. I know, Davey boy, right? I still don't know why. I mean, we've had some in the chat here that have said, should I just sell it and get out of it? And I kind of think there's going to be a green candle in Sheeb. Eventually, there's going to be some kind of big green candle. And that's the time to sell out of it. But it hasn't come yet. It hasn't come yet. You look back on the daily chart, and you do a comparison of SHIB to Doge, which I have on this chart right here, and it just keeps going lower and lower and lower. So even today's big run here for Doge, SHIB is not keeping up, as SHIB just continues to bleed out against Dogecoin. Yeah, that's what we've got going on. Don't sell, hold. Hey Nessie, how are you? Miss Charlotte, how are you today on a Sunday evening? I only like the big green ones. We need a November-like run. Why not in September, right? Let's just fake them all out and just do it in September. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. BP and forever. I love you too. Welcome. Murchie getting ready with the popcorn. Oh, you were getting ready to go to sleep and then you got a notification. Isn't that awesome? See, every once in a while, the notifications actually work. Chris competing with the NFL. Well, you know, I'm starting later because I watched the early game. My team just is horrible again this year so far. We will see how that goes. But, I mean, there's a lot going on, right? Not only is this is the first weekend of American football for those joining in worldwide. So it's kind of a big deal, gets a lot of people's attention. We also have the U.S. Open men's tennis final, Sinner against Alcaraz going on. So that's kind of a big deal. Yeah. And here we are talking crypto because look, Doge is up. Doge is up 4% on the day, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. The way I see it, Big Johnny says, a rate cut is already priced in. It will be a sell the news and dump. And then if we don't get a rate cut, it'll dump more. Yeah, but I mean, a rate cut is just pretty much guaranteed at this point. Unless something in the next week like totally changes the economy. So, hey, David, do I hold any Pepe or SHIB? Nope. Well, actually, I do hold a little bit of SHIB left. I do have a little bit left in the KrissPax DCA portfolio. I still have a little bit of SHIB, waiting for that big green candle. The Pepe I sold 6 months ago, took my profit, and done with Pepe. So now it's just letting everything else play out for this cycle. That's what I'm doing. No matter what, we're in the game, DB says. We're in the game. Hello, Donald. Good afternoon, CDC. How are you? Hold. That's something New England Patriots defense could not do against the Raiders. Could not do that. I'm still in profit for SHIB, just needed to go up. Been holding for who knows how long. I know, right? You just completely forget how long you've held on to that crap, right? Just waiting. Yes, Miss Charlotte, we were talking about you on Friday when the news came out about this UK bank £3,000 limit on how much you can withdraw from your bank. Seemed to be a big deal. So I don't know if you've heard about that, but that seemed to be like, that was the news. It was like, wow, the bank is throttling UK residents that you can't withdraw more than £3,000 from your bank account. Ugh. Davey boy, you're hearing the end of October is the top? I know. little over a month and a half away. Could go into November. We'll see. We'll see. 21 cents support. Well, I'm hoping that this line here turns into support, or even 22 cents. If not, the sloping resistance line turns into support. Is Doge going to come back down and retest either of these, either the 22-cent line or this downward sloping resistance line? What was resistance becomes support. It didn't come back and hit it yet. So if there is a dip overnight or tomorrow, that's what we'd be looking for. That's what we would be looking for. But right now, Sunday evening here, it's showing pretty good strength. I know the Raiders, right? Patriots make anybody look good. They got a lot of young guys. So rebuilding, we'll see. Got Doge? Yes. Have you got Doge? I think we all here have some Doge, right? Anybody here doesn't? Is there anybody here in the chat who doesn't own any Dogecoin? Hey, Adam, nice to see. We did break 22 cents. You don't care for American football, Christoph? And you live here? You haven't been indoctrinated into American football? Yeah, Maxim, I saw that. Ben Cowan, he's predicting a big dip. Kriss is not. Kriss is not. I don't think ETH is going below 4,000. And ETH is looking weak, but it's not dropping below 4,000. This 4204 is resistance here. I mean support that goes all the way back to August. And that's just holding pretty well on ETH. So, but I know Ben Cowan, he's got his theories about these things. Just not seeing it. The market is manipulated. Absolutely. The market is definitely manipulated. And we see it, right? Well, today they're just playing with SoMe and MYX and XNY, right? And Meme Core, Jelly. I mean, World Liberty Finance, right? That's what they're playing with now. Because Bitcoin and ETH aren't doing anything. So it's like, okay, you go play with those other things. Right? And they're manipulating them, that's for sure. Especially Binance. Binance just manipulates the hell out of these things. But they do what they do to get rid of the leverage traders. So, yeah. Hello, Frank. How are you? Christian? Kept buying Pengu on the dips. I don't think you can do wrong with it. Pengu will go on a run. But yeah, today's a good day for Doge. Do I have a prediction for Solana? Yes. I have given this prediction. 295. Right where it came up in January. I think it's going back up to 295 again. That's it. 295. There's many calling for $500, $600 Solana. And I'm just, really? I just don't think Solana is going to move that much. So that's what I'm looking at for Solana. Hey, Randy, I think the ETFs can make the shortest bear market in history. Tax rates being so high, maybe just holding is the answer. Well, this is kind of what the big experiment is right now in crypto, right? The 4-year cycles still going to rule. And We're not going to see a big bear market in 2026, supported by the institutions, governments, big companies buying crypto into their treasuries or the ETFs. Is that going to hold crypto up? Or is the cycle just going to dominate and retail's going to sell, take profits, like a lot of us are talking about doing, right? And that's just going to make things go down. We shall see. Hey, Switch, if by chance the ETF is not approved, do you see that as a major setback or a glitch? Yeah, we don't have all of our cards on an ETF for Doge. There's so many other things being done. Will it be disappointing? Sure. Will it cause Dogecoin to do a big nosedive? Nope. It won't. But right now, I mean, Polymarket is basically saying 95% chance a Dogecoin ETF is going to launch in 2025. So, and we think that's going to be mid-October. So, a little over a month from now. Kel, all in on Dogecoin? Hey, Miguel, the Steelers came back and won. Yeah, that Aaron Rodgers, huh? Hard to believe that he's on the Steelers now. It's just like, really? We'll see what happens when the Jets and the Patriots play. For being so close to the top, it seems so quiet. We're nowhere near close to the top, Davey. Trying hard not to get more. You think after half a month it's going to dump? So we get through the rate cuts, September 17th, and then we do the big dip? It's just a feeling, right? You never know. Lolavac, how are you, my friend? You got your DG Home 1 coming tomorrow? Awesome. Post a picture. Post a picture on X and tag me. Or you can post it in the YouTube community here as well on your phone. Love to see it. Love to see it. Mine is coming. Mine is coming. Where do I think Doge is going to go? Well, I'll say we do the breakout. Probably not going to do quite a 2021 return. So Javon Marks is calling for $2.28 on his fib line here. And I'm kind of like in between. I'm in between. So and I'm sticking with that. Yep, 17th of October. We're going to be looking at that date. 95% chance we're doomed, right? It's that pesky 5%, right? I know. Hey, Marmello, how are you? Mark a top in November. There's a lot of people talking about October, but traditionally we haven't seen that unless it's going by certain days after a certain event, and like the whole, it seems like every 4 years there is a Bitcoin halving, but the halving is based on the number of blocks, not a calendar date. And that calendar date is shifting to the left. So this year it was April. And I think 4 years ago it was like May. So, and the next one is going to be like March in 2028. I think they're targeting, it's like a March date. So could the top be October? We'll be talking about that next month. We'll be watching what happens. So, I've talked about 73-cent Doge reaching its previous all-time high is on the backs of some big catalyst. So if X money, the X payments, if that launches on X, even without Dogecoin's going to pump when that happens. Just on the hype around eventually Dogecoin is going to be added as a digital currency on X. It'll be enough to pump, along with all the other stuff going on with Doge OS and the House of Doge, what they're doing, Dogecoin treasuries, continuing to push for more adoption of Dogecoin as a currency, like all of that stuff. Is Tesla going to start accepting Dogecoin as payment for like robo-taxi rides? Like all of this stuff is out there. And if it all kind of intersects, let's say in October with the ETFs, things could get crazy. And after the dump, we pump again higher. We crash hard Q1 2026. I know it could be crazy, right? It could be crazy. Let's go. Hey, RR, how are you? Good evening. Yeah, well, you know what? I've got this cool thing right here called a Tesla Cyber Whistle right there. See that? Tesla Cyber Whistle. It's a pretty cool thing right here. See that? I bought this with Dogecoin. Dogecoin, it's a currency to buy things. That's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. So Dogecoin does have utility. It is a currency. You can buy things with it. You actually can. Go to the movies at AMC, right? Buy my tickets online. And what do? I use Dogecoin to buy them. It's like, come on, Grown Wild, get with the program. And all the things we've been talking about, Doge OS and what they're doing. It's like, right. You don't know. Buy and hold. Buy and hold. Yeah, Charlotte, we pump and then we get a Doge party in Boston. I want that. Let's go. Let's go. You're excited for Bitcoin to go below 100K. Yeah, that's not going to happen though, Johnny. I know you're feeling bearish, but I'm not feeling it. Rodrigo, you'd be happy with an all-time high on Doge? A lot of us will, especially those of us that had Dogecoin in 2021. Are you going to cause trouble? Sorry. Pax cat in the house, waving his tail. Hello. Hey, buddy. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? Adam, you almost messed up. You didn't do the KrissPax write down your passphrase on paper deal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So you have a wallet, but you no longer have the passphrase? My password manager messed up. Lost my passphrase for my Dogecoin. I found a backup of the core wallet that didn't have it encrypted. Almost lost all my Doge. All right. So you transfer your Doge out. Just use a MyDoge wallet or something. And then you can create a new one, a new Dogecoin core wallet. So you can do that. Yeah, be careful, man. Be careful. You own Doge. Long term, I think all memes will go away, including Doge. You don't have the faith of the power of the meme. The power of the meme. Dogecoin's not going to go away. There are others that will, but not Doge. Not Doge. If Doge breaks $1.50, double the previous all-time high, I'm holding most of my Doge till the next cycle. All right, Randy. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen in 2026. And if Doge is up trading over $1, it's like, wow, let's go, right? Let's go. Is there a way to make Dogecoin have faster transactions? Yes, there is, Rodrigo. Doge OS is working on that exact thing right now. The team at Doge OS is working on that. Okay? We're going to see how that plays out. But that was the whole idea of LibDoge and what the Dogecoin devs were doing to introduce these other things into the Dogecoin core, into the program, to allow these other things to come in to speed up the transaction speed of Doge. Charlotte says, yes, Doge has utility because Charlotte accepts it as payment for her business. Anybody can. And you get free marketing doing that. It's like free marketing. Just put it out on X that your business is accepting Dogecoin. You'll get your whole business retweeted. The Dogecoin community will love you. And depending on what you're selling, right, they may even buy from you. Dogecoin is a huge brand as well. That's right, R. So Grown Wild, you say as much utility as anything else, and I say no, because Dogecoin is a brand. It is recognized all around the world. Exactly. There's 100,000 different shit coins, and you think Doge is going to go away? No. Sell the tops, buy the bottoms, stack the Doge, support the community. Exactly. Now, personally, I don't sell all of my Dogecoin. I'm going to keep some. Might be 20, 25%. I'm going to keep through. Just in case 2026 isn't a complete bear market, I will still own Dogecoin. I'm not going to sell it all. Yep, the cat is here. Say hello. Say hello, buddy. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He's being a good boy today. A Solana pump? A little bit. Kind of up and down. Kind of up and down. Staying above 200, which is good. Holding that support, $200. Anything above 60 cents is a sell zone. Hello, my friend. Khan, how are you? You're going to be planning to get out. There will be a lot of selling, but you know, if Doge is trading up at 60 cents, that means the FOMO is kicking in and a lot of people are buying too. So, a lot of people buying. Yeah, Armando, I don't do margin trading on Robinhood, so I can't. You must have signed up for something with your Robinhood account. You must have signed up in order to trade with margin. That's all I can say. I haven't, so I don't see that. Right. Y'all can be bearish next year. Exactly. Why are you going to be a bear now, especially on a nice green day? We're up 4% today. And you're being a bear? I mean, come on. I know. You've been faked out before, right? You've been fooled before by these moves with Dogecoin. And tomorrow on Monday, we could see it all the way back down to 21.5, right? Not just coming all the way back down. Could that happen? Sure. Just be ready for it. Be ready for it. If any survive, it will be Doge. Yep. The backup made it unencrypted, so it's okay now. I've re-encrypted it, wrote down the passphrase, and you're safe. Okay, but you still may want to be extra careful here. So be careful. Yeah, Salvador, right now, the 4-year cycles will point to one big run coming up, and then we would go into a bear market as we begin cycle number 4. So 2021 came up to an all-time high, and then we went into a bear. 2017 came up to an all-time high, went into a bear. 2013 had an all-time high and then a bear. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So why wouldn't this repeat again? Just saying. I'm still a believer in those 4-year cycles. I know there's a proposal out there, Cal, but I don't think that is going to get approved. I don't think that's going to get approved. There's conflicting, arguments either way on whether that would be good for Dogecoin or not. The main thing against it is the miners and the support of the mining community. They don't want that reduction of Doge. I mean, think about it. It's a 90% reduction in mining rewards. And they've invested all this money into their mining rigs. Now, does that on the other end, does that boost the price 90%? So they're getting 90% less Doge, but the price is up 90%? There's not going to be quantum computing in 2027, Chadwick. Quantum computing is so unstable. So no worries. No worries. I don't know what you're seeing, BP. 71% cut. No. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So we have 9 more days until the September, right? Which is still 89% for a 25 basis and then 11% for a 50 basis. Let's look at October. The 71% is 375 to 400. So what that means is there's a 71% chance that there's going to be well, let's say if it's a 25 basis point cut in September, then yes, there's then a 71% chance that there'll be another 25 basis point cut. That's what that is. 8.5% chance that would be a 50 basis point rate cut. 20% that after the September cut, then October just stays where it is. So that's what that is. Is Pengu starting to move? Yeah, let's go. A little bit. Got to get back up to 3 cents, and I'll feel better about Pengu. We zoom out on Pengu, and it's just kind of stuck in here, right? We circled that. We're just like, yeah, it's still stuck in here. Got to get back up over 3 cents, hold instead of falling back like it did here on Thursday. Can't do that. Just get it back up here, hold, and move higher. That's what we want to see with Pengu. Dogecoins looks very strong. That's a nice move. Nice move right there. Yeah. Yeah, just put your seed phrase in the chat here. We'll keep it safe for you. Exactly. Yeah, if you just want to trade crypto, you can move it all over to Coinbase from Robinhood. $10,000 to 1,000 is crazy. I think any move downward in that reward. Yeah. You pull the Dogecoin out, put it in the MyDoge wallet. I think that would be bad for Doge. I think so too. I don't think the community is going to vote for that. The chart indicates that the next macro low would be roughly the last all-time high. Yeah. Yeah, where would the next low be on the next bear market? Well, it could be down to between 50 and 70 cents. We'll see how high we get first. Yep, Forks didn't win the Powerball. Didn't win the Powerball. I tried to manifest it on X by saying I was going to win, and that didn't happen either. I heard from some very smart people who said not to worry about it for at least the next 5 years. So I'm not. I'm not the expert, but I listened to experts. Bitcoin's doing some major consolidation. Will be 130K by December, at least. The 4-year cycle thing is across the whole crypto market switch. Bitcoin is a prime example of that on 4-year cycles. We could go on to X and we could say, let's take a look at Bitcoin 4-year cycle. We'll probably get a nice graphic that we can look at that shows the Bitcoin 4-year cycles. Oh, there's a bunch of them. There's one. Because of the Bitcoin halvings. So here's the Bitcoin halvings. These red vertical lines are the Bitcoin halvings. The next one is going to be probably March 2028. And that traditionally we have seen different things happening after each halving that people are kind of looking at the number of weeks after each halving where there's a low in the price, and then we would expect to see the bottom of the next bear market to be right near the end of 2026. Would be that right there. And this is Bitcoin. Okay. Will November be higher than October? Matt, hard to say at this point. We got to see what's going on at the time, but that doesn't mean you can't start taking some profit in October. And I know your theory is you just want to try and time the top and sell it all at once. But my theory is I'm going to be taking slices. 10% here, 20% there, depending on the green candles, what's going on. That's what I'm doing. $10 sweet. $10 sweet. What do you think? What do you think, Dan? What do you think? Well, if we look at the fib lines, right, based on the most recent trading, the 1.618 is $7.60. $7.60. Now, if you want to be aggressive and go up to the 2.618, that's $11. So depending on what you're looking at and how aggressive you think this move is going to be, I would say that would be the high right there. $7.60. New all-time high. 1.618 fib from this most recent move. That's what I'd be looking at. Still more than double what the price is right now. But yeah, $10, $11, that would be a very aggressive move. You never know, right? That's what we're going to be here watching together. Right now, SWE isn't showing a lot of strength here. It's actually a little weak right now. Doge looking much stronger. Powerball's rigged. I know, I didn't win. So of course it's rigged. TA is trash. The only thing I use it for is what I just showed, just to look at possible future price points once you get above an all-time high, because you're in price discovery and no TA is going to tell you where it's going to go from there. No, I didn't hear that from Adam back. I heard that from Chamath, was one of them. Chamath Papatia. And the second was, there was someone else. But I'll go with Chamath. I'll go with Chamath. He looked into it. Good luck with your token there, Chad. The idea there's going to be a short bear market in 2026 is the reason why I'm holding my long-term stash, accumulating in that pile while cashing in short-term. There you go. Well, again, we just looked at this Bitcoin 4-year cycle, and it's showing that we would expect to see the low, the bottom of the next bear market, December 2026 is how that would play out if these patterns continue. And man, they've been pretty good so far. They've been pretty good so far. Hey, Kilmar. I used to watch South Park years and years and years ago. I don't watch it anymore. If you get a full alt season, SWE will go past 10. That's why I'm thinking we just have a couple months left. And I'm just like, we might not get the full alt season. So my price predictions are somewhat tempered. Last time we pumped from 20 cents to 45 cents in 2 days. The move will be very fast and sharp when it starts. Just wait. Yep. That's how Dogecoin trades. That's what I say. Look for the big green candles. Let's go. Yeah, I think this week ahead, everyone's waiting for the Fed meeting. And that's not next week, but the week after. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be sideways, up and down this week. I don't think there's going to be anything big. Sure, Bait. Want me to do a poll? You think an all-time high by December? Sure. Well, Dogecoin. Try that out. There you go. Good idea, Bait. Just put a poll out there. See what you guys think. Are we going to see a Dogecoin all-time high by December this year? Wild Bill. I think we're going to get one more buy opportunity before it blows up. Powell is not going to cut rates. Well, interesting, because the FedWatch tool is saying with 100% certainty, the CME group is predicting a rate cut. 92% that it'll be 25 basis point now, and 8% it'll be a 50 basis point. So the 50 basis point is coming down a little. It was 11, now it's down to 8. That 92 and 8, that's 100. 100% that there's going to be a rate cut in a week and a half. That's what they're saying. Hi, Willem. How are you? Yeah, that's why my price targets are also conservative, but also I know they want us to believe that. Probably going to end up pumping higher. Reverse psychology, right, Con? The whole reverse psychology. Get us thinking low and then boom, blow off top. Total. I know, right? Meanwhile, Doge is just kind of drifting back up, 22.4 now. Looking strong. Sheeb versus Doge. Sheeb versus Doge is looking bad. Sheeb continues to bleed off versus Dogecoin. It just bleeds off versus Dogecoin. Lower, 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 lower. It's just not, Sheeb's not keeping up with Doge. It's just about at its all-time low. Following, the big run in the fall of 2021. A few of my friends did a pool for Powerball. They put in $100 each. Meanwhile, you put $100 on Doge at the same time. They got $12 back each. And now you're sitting at like $105. I think you won. I think you won. Oh, yep. I'm thinking 25 basis point. I'm with the CME group. 25 basis point rate cut. Job market doesn't look great. That's the key number they were looking for. So I aim to put in the last of my dry powder sometime this week. Yeah, Sheeb is so dead. There'll probably be a green candle sometime in the next month and a half. I'm planning on selling the rest of my Sheeb then. Hey, Duchess, how are you? I put yes because I hope so. But the 2021 pump was an anomaly, and I agree with that too. So this year, let's do that. I know, no such thing as 100% certainty, Wild Bill. I get it. But these guys are saying 92%, 25 basis point, 8%, 50 basis point. 92 plus 80 equals 100. That's all I'm saying. These guys are smarter than me when it comes to this stuff. When they're saying 100%. We'll have some more inflation data this week. Yeah, and if it's still down and it's not spiking up because of the tariffs, could be. Rex Osprey Doge ETF next week. I don't know what the deciding factor is on whether that starts next week or not, MGO. I don't know. But that's what all the news was this week. '21 was the tulip mania fueled by Robinhood. Yes. The market's always unpredictable, of course. But when it comes to rate cuts, there are key indicators there. Hey, John, how are you? If Bitcoin goes to 150, Doge is at least back to 48 cents. And that is with the assumption that Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin in the green market, right? Because Bitcoin's at 111 now. So 111 to 150 isn't even a 50% gain. It's less. But Dogecoin from 22 cents now to 44 cents, right, would be 100% gain. That's Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin 2 to 1, right? And that can happen when you have green candles. Dogecoin consistently outperforms Bitcoin when there's green candles. So, Bonk people are saying 10x. I'll take 2 from here. Exactly. Back to 4,0004. Maybe give it a little extra time if the markets are kind of going crazy, and then take profits. Hey, Yeely, how are you? The good time to buy Doge right now. Doge is showing a lot of strength, Yeely. So we've been charting and charting and charting, showing the higher lows, right? And so there's been a lot of opportunity to buy on those lows. And now it's going even higher. So you're going to be buying at a higher price now. A lot of people talking about up and down action next week. So just watch for a big red candle on some somewhat negative news on something. Could be the inflation data when it comes out. So we'll be watching that this week. Hey, Duchess. Oh, nice of you to stop in. Aloha to you. It will be a big sell-off if Doge hits 50 cents. I agree with that. But if Doge is trading from 22 now up to 50, there's going to be a lot of FOMO, big green candles, a lot of volume of trading. People will be buying in. It's not just us sitting here waiting for a big green candle to sell. There'll be a lot of new people coming in, buying. Well, this is, Matt, this is what Doge OS and their team and these other developers are working on right now. That's what they're working on, is that layer 2, layer 1.5, whatever they're calling it. We're still waiting to see what it is. When that comes out, we will see how Dogecoin performs. We are waiting. If Doge goes to all-time high, you're out, Francisco. I get it. And that would be great. A 3x from here. Wait for the market makers to destroy the longs. Right. And that's probably, there's going to be some of that coming this week. But you'll still come to the dollar Doge party if I have it. Awesome. Even if you sold at 73, it's like still good reason for a party. Why not, right? You're going to stick to stocks next year, Con? Chadwick's going to stick to gold. $20 XRP. Yeah. Woohoo! $20. Let's go, XRP. Oh, man. Well, right now, Joe Dito, I don't think, see, if the Rex Osprey ETF launches next week, it's not going to do much. Because the whole Rex Osprey thing just isn't a big deal. There's a Solana ETF that's trading that nobody talks about because it's not available for most fund managers. They don't have access to it. So we're waiting for Grayscale and Bitwise, and that's going to be mid-October. So when that happens, then you've got some serious money coming into Dogecoin. But the impact on directly onto the price, nobody can say. It'll just be better than it is. I can say that. Hey, Nick. We're here, just hanging. 50 cents too low. I know, right? I mean, there are predictions all over the place. There's low, there's high. 80% of you think we're going to hit an all-time high by December in the poll. Very scientific poll, that is. 80% of you think Doge will hit an all-time high by December. Chasing the dollar killed you in 2021. I agree. Me too. I will be taking profits. I mean, I already took a bunch of profit. I will take the rest of my profits that I plan on taking. When it pumps to 1, you'll want to chase to 2. That's when the greed comes in, right? And then you're like, oh, it's $1.20 now. I got to buy back in. Look at it pump. And then you might be bag holding. You got to be careful with that. $5,500 ETH with 55-cent Doge. Both very doable. Fundstrat is forecasting 9K. Yeah, that's double from here. It's big market cap to double. Big market cap. Hello, Christian. Let's go. Exactly. The big green candles. The greed kicks in. It's hard to sell. It's hard. If you've been holding for a long time, especially. You don't want to sell too soon. You're never going to get the top, though. You're never going to get it. So that's why I say it's not an all or nothing thing. Take 10%. Take 20%. The demons. Yeah, I got that, Nick. Yeah. Don't listen to the demons. Yeah. Laddering out, taking slices. You're never going to get the top. And you don't want to be kicking yourself. So a more measured approach is when things start going crazy, just take a slice. If Doge hits $1, you're going to buy 10 Doge in my honor. I know, right? I should try and time that, right? Try and time the top and buy some Doge, right? Right at the top. See if I can do that again. I hope Bitcoin goes past where I bought it at. I really hope it does, because that would be too bad if that was Bitcoin's all-time high. I want Bitcoin to go higher. If it doesn't, I'm a legend. The only one who bought Bitcoin over 125,000. Yes, I'm a legend. No, 125, Adam. I got 125 on Robinhood. Nobody did that but me. That took talent. Oh. Yeah, I don't believe in the limit orders, Jodito, because you don't know what the price is going to be. If you do limit orders, you're either going to sell too low or you're going to be waiting for that limit order hit and it never hits. The best thing to do is stay tuned, watch what's happening with the news, the FOMO, the charts, like all of that. And when you see the big green candle, you just do a market order sell. Take a slice, because then you know you sell it. Which is why I'm more interested in the calendar and the news going forward than particular price points. Well, according to the poll, 80% of us think by December. It's fun, Joe. So we shall see. $1 Doge party in Dubai. No, the $1 Doge party con is in Boston. You can do the $2 Dogecoin party. Okay? $2. Oh, I should make a video about euphoria, emotions. We'll talk about it. We'll continue to talk about it. When's the inflation data coming? Let's see. Let's see. What day next week is the U.S. inflation data being reported? Let's see what Grok says. Hello, Grok. Thursday, September 11th, 8:30 a.m. See, you could ask Grok yourself. Thursday, September 11th. Gee, 9/11. Don't know anything that ever happened on that day. I'm kidding. We're well past that date or that year when that happened. Have to make a plan before the euphoria kicks in. Stick to it. Yes. You can't sleep during the big green candles. Yeah, needs and wants, Adam. What's the difference between a need and a want? Oh, I need a house. Well, let's get that house then. I know, 9/11, dude. 9/11. $600,000 minimum for a townhouse in Dubai. Spell token. No one's asked me to look at Spell token in a while. Spell likes to go on big runs. When is that going to happen? When is that going to happen? 0.0004. This was my target, was 0.001. And we didn't hit it. I used to have this at 0.00055, but I sold it along the way on one of these spikes. I think it was back here. I don't remember. I don't see my little circle. But I took profit somewhere back here. Yeah, we'll see. Spell does like to go on runs, though. It does have a history of some big moves. Big moves. But not lately. Sorry, just got to get back to today. There we go. It's looking pretty weak right now, Dan. It's looking pretty weak. Doge is where the action is. Doge. Breaking out. Slowly. But still showing strength. Yeah, Spell looking dead. The rate cuts should affect the market positively. Yes, Jodita. This Thursday, Grok says on the Consumer Price Index, CPI. Why does ChatGPT keep mentioning my name about Dogecoin predictions? Because I do them. Because I continually do them month after month, year after year. So ChatGPT is going to like, oh yeah, this KrissPax guy, he talks about Dogecoin predictions. I'm the real Doge father, Gerard. Not the fake one like Elon. I'm still here. He's not. There's a PPI on Wednesday. What is the PPI on Wednesday? U.S. Producer Price Index. The PPI measures the average change in prices received by domestic producers for their output, serving as a key indicator of inflation at the wholesale level. Huh. We'll see. The gooseneck pattern. The Doge uncle. It's all good. It's all good for Doge. No grok. You're good. PPI on Wednesday. CPI on Thursday. I just want to make sure he didn't have to apologize to me. Got it. Thanks for the clarification. Breaking news. Yes, exactly, DB. Breaking news. I'm here every day. He's not. So there it is. I'm here every day. What has Elon done for Doge lately? What has he done for Doge lately? We don't even talk about him hardly anymore. Instead, we're talking about ETFs and House of Doge. Kriss versus Elon. I'll take him on, sure. Elon Musk is always welcome to join me on my live streams. I would love for the opportunity to have a conversation with Elon Musk on my live streams. That'd be awesome. Dead fish in a big pond. Yep. There's nothing wrong with wanting to stick with Robinhood, Matt. Yep. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as you know you're not buying the real Dogecoin. And we've talked about this before. So you know that you're not buying the real Dogecoin and you don't own the Dogecoin that you buy on Robinhood. And as long as you're okay with that and you're just trading the price, you're good. Make sure you've got two-factor authentication on always. So no one can do a SIM swap and access your Robinhood account. Yeah, he's a little bit busy with Tesla. $1 trillion over the next 10 years. It's like, wow. What if Elon asks for the $1 trillion in Doge? There you go. Let's do it. Toot, toot, toot. You use the Robinhood wallet? I'm not happy with the Robinhood wallet because the app lost my wallet. Just the other week, the app lost my wallet. And I go and click on it, the purple Robinhood icon, right, for Robinhood wallet. And then it's like, do you want to start a new wallet or import an old one? And I'm like, why did you get rid of my other wallet? But luckily, I had my seed phrase written down. So I went and got my seed phrase, typed in all my words, and I'm good. But yeah, Will, it was just out of the blue. I probably go in and check it like once a month. And then, yeah, last week, end of the month, it was gone. It was like a brand new app. I had my seed phrase written down. I was able to recover my Polygon. So I got my POL tokens back. Because that's all I have on there. But it was like stupid. Like, why did it do that? Shouldn't have. It must have been some app update. And that's why I like ledgers, right? There's no app update for Ledger, right? It's a hardware wallet. It's not like a app on your phone. That's why you need to have your seed phrase written down somewhere. Be careful out there. Your son broke your phone. If you didn't have your seed phrase written down, you'd have been destroyed. Yeah, that's why when it comes to software wallets, I don't keep a lot on software wallets. The bulk of my crypto is on this and my other wallet that I have. Neither of them are on my phone. So, yeah, I'm not messing with that. Not messing with that. Thank you, Beyblade. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 83% of the people in the chat think that Dogecoin is going to hit an all-time high, new all-time high by December. Well, there you go. I know where the sentiment is here. It's bullish. Bullish. Technically, Jamil, you don't own it until you transfer it off because you don't have your own wallet on Robinhood. So you don't own it. You own the price. That's why it takes so damn long to transfer it off. If you actually owned it, it would transfer in 1 minute. But no, it takes like an hour because somebody on that end, on the other end, physically has to move Dogecoin from one of the Robinhood wallets to a transfer wallet that then would transfer off. So yeah, you buy Dogecoin on Robinhood, you do not own it. Robinhood says, we hold it for you. It's cryptocurrency. It's like, no, it's in their wallet. They own it. You just bought the price. That's it. My seed phrase is, don't hurt me. Do you really want to hurt me? Oh, that's pretty good, even for chat. But you're all a bunch of weirdos, so yeah, there you go, right? Got a bunch of weirdos here. Ooh. I have to come up with something new? What do I got to come up with? Tell me, Haroon, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? New all-time high by December 2029. Hey, what's another 4 years, right? Just round trip it all again. 4 more years. Let's do it. If the bottom of the bear market is around December, then that supports what you said in your last stream about starting to accumulate in the 4th quarter of next year. Yes, that is exactly correct. Is that the way it's going to play out? Who knows? But it's something to think about. That's how the Doge goes. Majority sentiment is often a counter signal. I know, but I mean, it is a Dogecoin chat, so we're very positive about Dogecoin. You just transfer Doge from your ledger to an exchange and you're waiting, right? There's no problem with the ledger, right? The ledger did their job. 15 minutes still. Yeah, it's on the exchange side because you know what? Because you don't own it. You don't own your own wallet on an exchange. You're actually transferring it to an exchange wallet, and someone on the exchange side has to actually accept it. So you wait. That's not a Dogecoin problem. That's an exchange problem. Don't get mad. We need more Doge meme songs. Well, I did a bunch of them. I did this one.
I'm rolling with Kriss. Kriss on a wild new trip. Dogecoin in my pocket, watch it start to flip. Digital dreams, yeah, they rise and dip, but I'm cashing out fast like I'm moving quick. Kriss got the ride, Dogecoin on the rise, stacking up the wind, shooting for the skies. Crypto moves hot under neon lights, high energy flow, we ignite the night.
I haven't played that one in a while. I think I last played that about a month ago. I got a few of them. It's just for fun. Just something fun, you know. You're very excited for October? Me too, Haroon. I can't wait. We just got to get there, right? I know, King, right? Why is Bitcoin and ETH just going sideways, just hanging out? I don't know. I think it's just the weekend. We'll get some more up and down action next week, probably. But it's just the weekend. Hoping for better days. A little more than hope, David. A little more than hope. Buy your loved ones some crypto for Christmas. But you should buy it now and not wait until Christmas, because it's a lower price now. Can I juggle while I'm doing that? Yeah. Yeah, me and the AI are the composers. Little AI help there. Get up and dance. Hey, Pro, and check in and see what Peak is up to? Sure. Peak was actually starting to look strong again. Coming back down. I saw it earlier coming up. But overall, for the past few days, Peak has moved up from the bottom we had here on Thursday to where it is now. It's up 13%. Not bad. Not bad. But if you want to see something that really moves, you want to look at MYX. Yes, MYX is the coin of the day. Now up 173% from $1.20 yesterday to $3.57 now. Still going up, taking out shorts. Was watching all the MYX shorts. There's another one just got taken out. People keep trying to short it because they think, oh, it's not going to go any higher. I'm going to short it from here, and it keeps going higher. So it's just, but yeah. That one is crazy. 175% in one day. MYX Finance. That's the coin of the day. And it's still going. I'm not touching it. Just noticed like a coin trading extraordinary return today. Do you see the typical Sunday night pullback? Yeah, I'm kind of fearful of it, Ryan. After a move like this today, it typically doesn't hold. So I've got two support lines here. I've got the straight one at 22 cents, and I have the downward sloping, what used to be resistance, which could become support. And we'll see if Dogecoin challenges either of those. Yep. Kind of fearful of that a little bit. Anybody who's invested here at the bottom deserves a pump. Right. The newbies that come in are the ones that are going to be bag holders. Yep. You can make money. Matt, you're good on Robinhood. Yep. It's all good within their whole system. What's my take on September 9th's price for Doge? Is there going to be an ETF launched on the 9th? I don't know. Don't know. You're waiting for the text message from your friend. When that hits, that's the top signal. There you go. Your wife and kids are like, okay, thanks. How do I spend it? Hey, Jason. Are you talking about MYX? I have no idea. How does that go up 175% today when it's getting shorted like all the way up? Something not natural about that. Yep. Oh, Jib, that's not me dancing. That is totally AI. I would just look stupid trying to do that. Elon hands over Tesla after devastation. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take Tesla. I mean, there's been a lot of opportunity to buy dips. So again, we'll see what happens with PPI on Wednesday and CPI on Thursday, but there's a lot of anticipation for rate cut the following week. So yeah. I'm not trading Doge right now, Pumpkin. I have bought and I'm just holding now, waiting for the big green candles to come. Did everyone remember to like and subscribe? Thank you, Mr. T. As a reminder, yeah, Bitcoin is just bouncing sideways over the weekend. ETH too. Just not really moving. And we looked at XRP before, but XRP is coming back down. It's not holding its little pump. Where Dogecoin is holding its little pump. It's staying up. All power to Doge. All power to Doge. You know, it's funny. If Elon sees something on X, it could be something really weird. He'll respond to it. He will respond. So you never know. Right now, his whole interest is in the UK and the EU and what's going on over there. That certainly has his interest. Of course, along with Tesla and SpaceX, but he's not thinking of Dogecoin right now. And it's been a while. That's why I'm the Doge father, because I'm here every day talking about Dogecoin. People are accumulating Doge. Yes. And this is good. This is very strong right now. You see something like XRP, right, which had a little run the same time Doge did, and it's trading down. But Dogecoin is showing more strength. Hey, Orbit, how are you? What's up? What's up? What's up? And then this Fed Watch thing also goes to December, and there's even a chance of another rate cut. So there are some who are saying there could be 3 rate cuts. So, and maybe even 4. 3 would be this one. 65% chance. There's 3 rate cuts between now and December. Look at that, huh? You're bringing it back? What's up? I know, that Elon. Well, it's time to get it back. And if Elon wants to talk to me about it, I'll be glad to have the discussion. I think we can make a deal, Elon and I. We can make a deal. I know, he's got like $10 trillion on his mind. And I'm like, we'll see. I just wanted the 1 billion from Powerball, and the Powerball gods were not with me. So I didn't get the billion. Your strategy is buying and selling on volatility. Well, good luck with that, Dave. I've done that. Now I'm just like buying and holding. Yeah, that was up thing. Did that first premiere during a Super Bowl? Was that a Super Bowl ad? Might have been. It might have been. Yeah, it was. You get a rate cut. You get a rate cut. You won $4 on 10 tickets. On this last one, I had 10 tickets. Big fat 0. Didn't even get the Powerball. Didn't even get the Powerball. Out of those 10, 3 of them had the same Powerball number, number 22. I was like, if 22 hit, I'd have gotten $12 back. It wasn't 22. It's like, damn. Trump could mediate. He's the deal maker. Yeah. Shareholders have to pay Elon $950 billion. Oh, so it's not even 1 trillion. It's not even $1 trillion. No, it's $950 billion. And there'll be some judge will rule against it, right? Some stupid judge. You can't do that. You posted the text message from your friend, December 3rd. Trading is like a job. And it's work too, and you get all stressed, and you're like buying and holding. Much more relaxing. It's more my style. And plus, if you were trading Doge, you would have sold it up here, but you wouldn't have bought it yet on this dip because you thought it was going to go lower, right? That wouldn't have been deep enough yet. And now it's going higher, and you wouldn't be in Doge. You'd have sold it all, right? So I don't do that. That's why I don't do that. Going to stick to the state lotto. If 1 Doge is 1 sterling pound, I don't know what the dollar is versus the pound right now. I guess that's a good thing. I'll take it. All I see is green candles on Doge right now, though. That's looking pretty nice. Now up over 4%, making a nice move. No, Elon's not going to get all state approvals, Michael. But the last something was talked about regarding X money, X payments, was that they weren't going to wait to get them all. They were just going to release it. And then states like New York, residents of those states were not going to be able to use the banking features of X payments. The money transmitter license part of it, whatever that is. So we'll see. Doge is looking good. It's now 2250 o'clock. 2250 o'clock. Yeah, I think from the last announcement they made, Nick, X money was going to be this year, but no Doge. No Doge. It's $1.35 for a pound. All right. So it would get to one pound first before it got to $1. I'll take it. It's still good. The September part of the summertime chop. Yeah, that's good. That's a good question. It's kind of that transition, right? Traditionally, September has been bad for Bitcoin, though. We looked at that the other day. The two worst trading days in Bitcoin's history are September 21st and September 24th. The two worst trading days in Bitcoin's history. Bitcoin averages a 2% drop in its entire history on September 21st. It's like, what is it about first day of fall? I don't know, but Bitcoin falls. Kind of weird. Yeah, New York especially, Nick, which Elon said right at the start. He was like, yeah, New York's going to be hard. And now I think he's given up on it. He just wants to get the thing going now, I'm sure. We're waiting. Still holding ADA. ADA's not been moving much. 83 cents. It touched $1 here, middle of August, and then just came right back down. 69 was the low, 69. But yeah, it's not doing much. Get rid of those. Will we ever see a big green candle for Cardano? Probably not. But this was a nice little move to $1. And of course, in July, it was up here. Oh, sorry, that was March. $1.12. July, it only got as high as 90 cents. Not very volatile. But we know Dogecoin, like I show in these green boxes, Dogecoin can go on big moves and go up. This one was 3 days. Boom, boom, boom in May. And then there was this what was that percentage? 3 days in May, 46%. 3 days in July, it was about 30%. And then these middle 3 days here that we had back in November, that was good times. 75%. So that's 3 times in less than a year where Dogecoin went up more than 30% in 3 days. So we wait for the next one of those. And I've got a green box. here on my chart, just waiting to be filled somewhere in here. Green box. I know, Nico, right? But ADA just this year, well, I guess March, right? What happened in March to cause that one candle? And then it just got sold all the way back down. So yeah, what was that candle? They did have one. It was some fake news about something. Some news came out, it pumped, and then it turned out that that wasn't true, and it just came crashing all the way back down. That's Cardano for you. I don't like the fake news. That's when Trump said their name. Thank you, Daniel. Of course, September 24th is like Bitcoin's second worst day of trading in all of its history because it's your birthday. You still have an ADA bag? $1.74. No, I don't play background music. I was getting copyright claims and I just gave up on it. I can't find legitimate copyright free music. The people who claim copyrights on music, most of them don't even have rights to it in the first place. They just copyright claim. It's stupid. So I just don't do music. I just don't do it. So your entry is 2224. If your entry is 2224 and it's currently at 2251, how are you at a loss? Unless you're shorting. Are you shorting it, HB? Are you shorting it? I can't help you if you're shorting Dogecoin. The candle was the strategic reserve announcement, of which, do they even own any ADA tokens in that? They're not going to buy any, that's for sure. Oh, it was a tweet. I remember. You got your average down from $1 to 84 cents. Going to hold it there. Yeah, you can play your own music in the background. Exactly. I'm not buying any World Liberty Finance. Absolutely not. Not touching it. It is so manipulated. Yeah, nice little Sunday pump. I know, right? Be careful how you answer that. Be careful. Is he shorting Dogecoin? PaxCat left. He went away. So I don't know. He does manipulate the PopCat price, though. Your Redstone Oracle. I keep hearing it's doing great, Maramello. Awesome. It's Redstone, right? Up 12% today. Yeah, this thing is doing very well. What a week, huh? What a week. Yeah. Doubled in price. Started to sell off, but then really held steady through the week. Or the weekend, actually. It's actually held pretty well. Good for you. Where this goes from here, I don't know. I don't even know what this is, but I'm enjoying the Dogecoin right now. Nice green candles on Doge. I'd kiss someone for some salami. Doge finally going up in real time. I know, right? Yep, still green. Yeah, go short Bitcoin Cash, not Doge. Exactly. Hybrid guy, how are you? You jumped into the 12-month staking promo? Yeah, I'm not, because I think Crow's going to $1. And I'm going to sell my Crow then, and I'll make more than that 20% on the promo. Because you have to hold it for a whole year. And a year from now, we're going to be in the middle of a bear market. So I am not playing that game. So I do not have my Crow staked anymore, ready to sell next month on a big, big green candle. We'll see. It's been weak, 25, 26 cents now after being over 35 cents. But yeah, Trump was, I don't know what the deal was. I know Kriss went and talked to him and met with him, and they came up with some kind of deal where they ended up, the Trump, whichever part it was, ended up buying a bunch of Crow tokens for their treasury. Not the government, but whatever the Trump group it was. Ugh. The largest Doge pump I've ever seen while streaming. No, it wasn't Inauguration Day. That was a dump. That was a dump. I don't know. I can probably go into my channel. I can hit live, and then I can hit most popular. 9 months ago, it was probably that. 9 months ago, which would have been November. Yeah, and this breakout one. Both of those were live end of November and into December is what these two were. And those were my biggest ones. Pump continuing to impress. I know, right? It's looking strong. There's always the fear of the Sunday night, though, right? Princess de Jesus, hello. Welcome. Welcome to our Dogecoin and crypto chat. It's all good with Doge, right? It's all good. Oh. Yeah, we're just watching the Doge price come out of a little dip here. It's coming up. I know, Salsa Bill. We just looked at that. Just don't use your caps lock. Looks like you're shouting when you type in all capital letters. But yeah, we just looked at September, October, and December. There could be 3 consecutive 25 basis point rate cuts. September, October, and December. I know, ETH isn't moving. It's still sideways. I mean, that's a nice green candle, but it's still where it was all through the day. More interesting to me was XRP coming down like it was, because it had a nice little run this morning when Doge was running. And Sheeb is just Sheeb. Yeah, what about Barron, right? Did Barron buy any Dogecoin? Come on. Overall, the top gainers of the day, SPX, World Liberty. We'll see, World Liberty's at still 22. It's almost about to pass 23 cents, though. Doge is 22 and a half now. So they're close. I'm just watching them in comparison. See what happens. Form, WorldCoin, Pump. Pump was up more, now back down 1%. Tron is finally starting to turn around again. Look at that. That one got beat down. Polkadot and Doge. Little bonk movement too. The ones you don't want to be in, Pith, Kronos, OKB, Sky, Aerodrome, Flare. Don't really follow those. Well, Crow I do. Hey, Justin, how are you? Yeah, nice day for Doge. Good day. Milk on ice. On a mini pump, Ryan, you think 23 cents and then drop to 21.8. That wouldn't be far off from what could happen, because we know Dogecoin does tend to go penny by penny. So up to 23, back down to 22 with a little dip right below that 22 line. Little wick down just to take out some more of that, the new long leverage trades. Because there's probably some from this morning, right? They're sitting right there. So that could happen. Could happen. But if we stay above 22, that is a good start for the week. More leverage at 21.5. I know, but it doesn't always grab all the leverage down there. Doesn't always do it. Well, they're going to let some of that go. Bitcoin's just doing nothing today. Look at that. Not taking out any leverage, up or down. Not doing it, cat. Well, soon, buddy. Looks like Bitcoin's starting to move up a little bit. That'd be great if we got over 112 and took out that leverage at 112.3. This is the new leverage on Doge I want to see. Yeah, all this right here. 21.9. All of that right there. I would say that has a target on it. Come up, get the shorts right up here, 22.91, right up to 23 cents, and then drop and get this 21.98, 21.97. Maybe. Welcome, Richardson. Bitcoin. Just nothing today. Yeah, that's juicy leverage that has a big target on it. Big target. Yeah, the volume of trading though on Doge. This morning we had that big volume. It's really quieted down, but there's no selling. It's just kind of buying, going up. But not a lot of volume. Hey, but I'll take it. Slow and steady rising of Dogecoin's price. Well, see, HB, you want it to go down because you shorted it. So you want it to go down. And there's a good chance it will, but I get the sentiment though, right? You've got money on it. I don't short Dogecoin. I don't short anything. I want everything to go up. I want everything to go up and all of us to make money except the shorters. I don't want the shorters to make money. I want all of us to make money. And it can be XRP too. I don't care. Just sure, go up, make money. Oh. Just waiting to see if Doge is going to keep moving up here. I got to go get some dinner, but I'm like, Doge still printing green candles. There's no other news on Dogecoin right now. There's nothing new. So this move is just anticipation for Dogecoin. I don't even know what's for dinner. It's out there. I went from the living room watching the football game right to the office, and I don't even know what's for dinner. Dogecoin fried rice. Oh. Watching the heat maps reminds you of the snake game. Ah, the old snake game, yeah. Go ahead and take those out. Stuck here, not wanting to do anything. Well, what happens over time is you look at those heat maps enough and you start to see the patterns, right? And you see where the targets are, and more times than not, they hit. So wouldn't be surprised to me to see Doge at 22.9 and then go all the way down to 21.9. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, we talked about X money earlier. I think we're still getting it. And it's just for the states that have approved the money transmitter licenses. And there's not going to be crypto. There's not going to be Dogecoin. It's just going to be the bank, right? However they're setting it up. Yeah, I don't know about Avalanche. I used to have this, don't anymore. It has gone on big runs before, so I mean, the huge run that it did here, November, December, that was huge. $54. So I mean, it's not that different from Dogecoin. You think about it, right? It's just like 2 ahead, right? Avalanche is at 24. Doge is at 22, right? Dollars versus cents. Avalanche went up to 54. Dogecoin went to 48. So they're kind of like in a similar position. I sold my Avalanche here at 33. That's about the same price I sold my Doge before the big tariff drop off. Kind of interesting. We'll be watching that. This was my prediction right here. At some point in time, I predicted this to come to 41 for AVAX. We'll see. You got to get rid of all of these things. I'll clean that up later. Clean it up later. Too busy watching Doge. Doge and its breakout. Mini breakout. You have that same trend line on AVAX? Yeah. That will be a mark. But it's not 54, it's 41. I know. It's the market makers, Justin. The market makers, when it's time to take out big leverage, they're going to take it out. Up or down. I know, and you think X money then would have the store, right? Or the X platform will have the merch store. And they partnered with someone. Was it Shopify? I think X partnered with Shopify. And so they're going to try and get Shopify on X. I think that's going to be it. X money is going to be like PayPal, but more. It's going to have more like banking functionality on it than PayPal has. But the rest of it will run like PayPal. PayPal has crypto, some, right? But no wallets. You don't own the crypto on PayPal. And you can only get like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. I think that's all they have, are those 4. Because I hold Litecoin and ETH on PayPal. And it's not even an exchange. You buy it for some ridiculously high price. And when you sell it, you get some ridiculously low price when you sell. It's like, that's not fair. But that's what they do. It's not a legitimate exchange. And I don't know what X is going to do when it comes to that whole crypto thing. Because I talked to the guys, like if you go onto X, right? And you go into the search and you search for $Doge, right? And what do you get? You get this little pop-up that is the Dogecoin price. And then there's this button, view on eToro. So there is a agreement between X and eToro, where through eToro, they give you this chart, and then you get a button there that takes you to the eToro platform directly. So I asked the eToro guys at the Bitcoin conference, hey, are you guys going to have actual trading on X? And they said, not at this time. So, but it'll be interesting if there is some kind of, if there's kind of relationship there where right on the X platform, you can buy crypto like Dogecoin, right? You just buy Dogecoin. You're actually doing it through eToro, but it's on X. So it'll be interesting if that's what they do. It would make sense to me to incorporate that in. Look at Doge. Look at this. Green candles. Nice. Let's go. You use eToro, Stephen? Yeah, they had a big booth at the Bitcoin conference. I was watching them. Yeah, Doge. A short just got wiped out, $164,000 on a Dogecoin short. Just got liquidated. What are you shorting Dogecoin for, guys? Who's shorting Dogecoin? Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's talking about the 9th for this ETF, and I have no idea. Did Rex Osprey say it was going to be the 9th? Rex Doge ETF. It just says coming soon. I don't think they set a date. Maybe launching as soon as this week. You don't believe this investment CEO account because anytime they say rumor, it's just this guy just making shit up. It's going to launch tomorrow. A dormant Dogecoin wallet woke up. The previously inactive wallet just moved 10 million Doge ahead of the Rex Osprey Dogecoin ETF launch on September 9th. Huh, that's the first I've seen that. September 9th. Is this happening? Speculation rises. Are whales positioning for the first Dogecoin ETF? Huge if true. Huge if true. I have not seen an official date, though, of the 9th. And Eric Balchunas of Bloomberg, when he talked about it, he did not say a particular date. So We will be watching. Here's another one. Dogecoin ETF to launch as early as September 9th. So I don't know where that date is coming from. Huge if true, though. Meanwhile, we are seeing the green candles launching up as we're targeting 23 cents right now. And I've got a line right there at 23 cents. Right there. Take out those shorts and then overnight have the Sunday dump to 21.9. Right? That would be the play, would be something like this. Come up to there and then do something like that. I ran out of room. But something like that. With the target by tomorrow morning, right? No, the target by tomorrow morning to be right in that range right there. That could happen. Something like that. That could happen. Let's go. Dogecoin going up, barking with the big dogs. And then 25 cents will be quick. October maybe, but we'll see. Duchess is back. Aloha again. Pump you up. Hey, Charles. Will be there a spike with crypto? There'll be volatility for sure. That's in a week and a half on that Wednesday. Up and down. Here we go. More shorts. Eating up those shorts. Let's go. It looks like it's going more up, HB. We just targeted here. 22.9. Maybe touch 23. And for those coming in, we were looking at the heat maps right here. And there's some big shorts up here. Millions of dollars of shorts up here. Those are those liquidation prices. And that's just the recent ones. That's not even zooming out and looking at ones that have been there longer. So, Scott, I think this is all just Sunday anticipation of next week. ETFs. I don't know if I would go all in on alt season yet. We got a nice little pump going. Play the Dogecoin to the moon song. Which one? I've got a bunch of them. The girl.
We're gonna take Dogecoin to the moon.
There you go. We'll go with that one, all right? For the clip. We'll go with that one, Mars. Eat the shorts. Eat the shorts. You think rejection is 22.85? Why do you think that, Ahmed? When clearly it's 22, at least 22.91 right here to take that out. If that's indeed the target, but it's like 22.80 now. Duchess, you want to see XRP take over the market? XRP? Really? Really? Thank you, Shaj. Another ping. We got Pepe is starting to move too. Pepe, Doge, BNB just took out a big one, big short, bonk. starting to wake up. Solana, got a bunch of Solana shorts. All right, let's go. Let's go. Nice, a Solana green candle. Nice, nice. You've got 150x leverage on Solana. Oh, dude. 150x? How long are you going to keep that open? Nice green candle now. Good song, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Make it stop. Best song, Kriss dancing. Yeah. My morning video will flash back to this chart path you drew, erase, and redraw up to 30 cents. Sorry, I try and keep things real here. But I get it, right? I get it. You want me to manifest Doge to 30 cents? Hey, I tried to manifest me winning the Powerball, and that didn't work. I didn't have control over the Powerball gods. So here we are. As much as I don't want the Monday dump, my heart has been broken week after week. Yep. Yep. Oh. I know. Where do you get a 150x? That was the TikToker from 2020. That was all part of that crazy TikTok. Dogecoin to $1 craziness. Gains trade. Or on gains trade. Never heard of it. Be careful. Gains trade. Think it's time for the magnet? Magnet. There we go. The magnet is deployed. I just use Coinbase mostly. Again, I just buy on the dips and hold. I used to do some swing trading. That was good on Coinbase, but I don't do futures trading. I don't do leverage. None of that for me. And I've done pretty well. I've done pretty well. So Orbit, you know what's going to happen? Probably in October, right? You're going to get a bunch of other new YouTubers talking about Dogecoin, and they're going to be crazy, and it's all going to be Doge to the moon and $5, $10 Dogecoin price targets. Like all of that stuff is going to come. That's when you know it's just about time to sell. When all of that comes, it'll be like, yeah, now it's gone too far. Exactly. That's when you sell. Yep. It'll be nice to see again, though. 2021 was crazy. Just so crazy, especially with Dogecoin. And that's when you're like, okay, with all of that going on, is Bybit safe? I don't know. Again, it's not United States based, so there's always a risk there. And I don't even know if you're a US citizen what you need to do to trade on it, because I don't do those exchanges. I do Coinbase, Robinhood, Crypto.com, which are the three I have right here. Coinbase, Robinhood, Crypto.com. Those are the three I trade on. Crypto.com I have because generally it gets a lot of those tokens, probably the first place in the United States you can buy new tokens, with KYC, all of that. I do not trade on MYX or Gate.io or any of those. Too risky. I don't need the risk. So I don't trade on those. The magnet is a good compromise, right? Yeah, it'll probably play out like this and then pump on the 9th. Yep. Alt 5 Sigma Corporation stock. Never heard of it, Charles. Don't know what that is. I don't know the politics of the UK and what that's going to mean. I don't think the UK has an individual that isn't as enigmatic as Trump that's going to have that kind of following like that. But again, I don't know the UK very well. But they definitely need a change. They definitely need someone in there who's going to make some sweeping changes. I know, Adam. I hope we see it in October. Your charts are showing you pump on the 9th. Well, if the Doge ETF, even though it's not going to be this huge, giant thing, it will definitely get the Doge price pumping. Yeah, I don't have time to wait for Mars. So I need something sooner with Elon. Nobody is Trump. He's unique. Yep. Connor for Ireland is interesting. Again, I don't know how much the Irish people adore him. I mean, do they adore him as much as the right does here in the US? Like across the country? I have no idea. Well, everyone's winning right now except whoever's shorting Dogecoin. If you're shorting Dogecoin, I can't help you right now. Bitcoin's not moving. It's just not moving. So this is a Doge thing. Oh, Con. No. No. Not that guy. Not that guy. So what do we think? Is this what's going to play out? Doge comes up here, just touches 23 cents or just below. And then overnight, we see a sell-off. That stupid Sunday night sell-off. Ugh. We could. Solana up to 207 now. Look at that. So, hey, whoever got that big long on Solana. What else was moving? Bonk. Bonk. Nice. More pings. Pump. Pengu. Pengu up to 299. We were just saying, wouldn't it be great if Pengu got over 3 cents, right? Said that about an hour ago. Look at that. There's Pengu. Coming right up to the 3 cent mark. Look at that. Let's go. $7 in profit on Solana. Awesome. Penguins. How low do I think Bitcoin dominance is going to go down? Well, in October, I think it'll go down to about 50, maybe touch 49. I don't think it's going all the way down to 40. We'll see. It's a magnet thing. But look at Pengu. Here it is, 3 cents. It hit it. Let's go. Let's go. Alts, baby. Alts, alts, alts. Let's go. Look at Pengu run. Woohoo. Taking out the shorts. Taking them out. That was an ETH short that just got taken out. So ETH is starting to move. Look at that. 43 ETH. Doge up to 2282. A sell-off unless this 9 September ETF thing is true. There seems to be a lot of people talking about it. Yep. I know, right, T? I think it plays out this way. Every time I think one way, the opposite happens. Hey, if it breaks 25 cents by morning, I'll be happy. I will be happy with that. But we've seen this before, unfortunately. If we not see Doge, if we not see 22 cents again, Doge continues like that until 12 September, then we will see parabolic to the moon. It's always in play with Dogecoin. Typically, it needs a bit of news, though. It needs a bit of news. Go Solana. Oh, one Solana token. Is that it? I've got some Solana left, some dust, some Solana dust left when I was staking. And when I unstaked it, I guess there was some Solana that was still left in there. It's like 1/10 of a Solana or something. Might even be less than that. So, yeah. But yeah, the magnet is here. Trying to pull that Dogecoin price up. You're up 500% on Solana, and then all profits go to Doge. You're going to try a big swing trade. 30 down to back down to 22. Good luck. Bitcoin to 50K? I don't think so. Even in a bear market? Nope. Not going to go that low. US futures is open positive. S&P up 0.12%, Dow up 0.11, NASDAQ 0.21. So not much. Not much. A little bit. Russell's about even. But that's a start. It's better than red. We've seen a lot of those on Sunday nights. The rocket will come in October, Joshua, when it's time. The news on the ETF checks out according to Grok. Well, that's because some other people are I need a legitimate source, a legitimate news source. Pengu, people buying Pengu. It was only a matter of time. Nice. Broke right through that 3-cent line there. Broke right through. It did this before on Friday, and then it just sold back down. I don't want to see that. Let's not do that. Let's come up here and stay up here. Hey, I can only say what I can say about Ben. I can only say what I say. May the magnet be very strong today. Wise, Duchess, very wise. The downtrend has been broken. We have broken out. I do not think Doge will go to the teens again, Ramses. At least not this fall. Now, next bear market, who knows? You're going to sell your soda vending machine. Good luck with that. All eyes on Doge. Solana still printing green. Doge just swept right past H-bar. H-bar still 21.9. So that was one of the targets. XRP trying to move back up, still weak. Fetch AI had moved up earlier, now kind of going off sideways. And Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Following my red line, general red line here on Bitcoin dominance. And then we were looking earlier at pump.fun. It just moved up almost to 005. That's, yeah. Saturday morning, that was resistance, and it just hit it again on pump.fun. The old double top. Got to break out above that. But Dogecoin is not giving up yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with dinner out there. Maybe they're holding it for me. Maybe they're holding it. I don't know. Anthony, my friend, good morning to you. How are you? How's the sunrise over there? Or else. I like that. Or else. You sound like our friend Charlotte. It's like, buy Dogecoin or else. Oh. I don't know, champ. We got to see how high it goes here in the rest of this bull cycle before I predict the bear. So I don't know yet. Don't know if we'll be back down in the 20s or where. That's something we'll be talking about probably in December. We'll start talking about that stuff. Too much excitement in the next couple months here to see how the rest of this bull cycle plays out. Hey, Doug, how are you? I know, both Anthony and Khan in the chat at the same time. Nah, it's all good. Everybody's feeling the positive vibes right now. Everybody's feeling the positive vibes. Toot, toot, toot. Again, Javon Marks, right? Showing on his chart the remaining part of cycle 3, the third full cycle of Dogecoin trading, and his price targets. So, again, this is up to $2.28. But I'm like, not that optimistic, but I mean, when Doge goes vertical, you don't know. So we keep that out there as a reference. No, Byron. ETH wasn't moving. Doge was moving this morning. And it's just continued this afternoon and this evening on its own. Pengu has followed it, but ETH wasn't moving at all today. In fact, was dropping down. Now it's starting to come back. It's following. Doge is leading the pack. Doge. Sometimes I do not think of that guy, Nick. And I don't miss him at all. That got old. His shtick got really old. Doge is a currency, not a stock. Yeah, it's traded like a investment crypto. It's a meme, but people buy it because they think price is going to go up. So yeah, IP's pumping today too. Yeah, we looked at that on the top performers. Their story right there, up 9% over the past 24 hours. Guess I can refresh. There we go. So SPX, pump, then story. Now Pengu's here, and here's Doge. There's Bonk starting to move too, and Fartcoin. Yeah, all the memes now are starting to run. Let's go, memes. Yeah, Byron, this is a meme coin move. Everything going as planned. Just let's go. Almost got all the shorts. Got a little bit higher to go to take out the rest of those shorts while it's up here. Come on. It did hit 2285, which somebody predicted. It did actually make 2285. Somebody here predicted that, where I thought it would at least come up to 2295. Doge hitting a different downsloping trend line. Yeah, there's a lot of these, right? Let me see where the top of that was. Depends on where you put it. If you touch the tops of the wicks, it's not there yet. If you just do the tops of the wicks. We're not there yet. Right? I'll change the color on that one. And we'll see. Yep, I know. It was at this price, and it goes down, and now it's back up. That's life in crypto. Roller coaster, up and down. Doge has been above Tron for 3 or 4 days now. And Tron had a big sell-off this morning. So Dogecoin is well above it. 34 to 31. It's over $3 billion above in market cap over Tron. You still have your Doge? Yeah, I still have some Doge in an old MetaMask wallet. I've given up on it. Oh, are you going to be our resident bear today who's just going to look at all the negatives and not enjoy a little pump? Whoever you are, my YouTube days, kind of a dumb name. I know you do the opposites, Anthony, but today, not today, not today. Oh, you're looking on the phone. Yeah, that seems to be hitting the wicks. We're not there yet. Yeah, why is the market green today? Yeah, doesn't look like we're done yet, Ryan. My YouTube days are over. Pex Cat's playing with something in the hallway. I don't know what. Oh, so you think World Liberty Finance is better than Doge? Oh my God. All right, why are you here? We know why Anthony's here. That's all right with Anthony. Anthony's all right. But this guy, oh man, exactly. We've seen enough of those. Now we got another one. Bank of America tests financial instrument with XRP a few hours ago. Yeah, well, and what's XRP doing? Nothing. It had a little pump this morning and then sideways. Dogecoin, come on, look at it go. Doge. The power of the magnet. The power of the memes. Anthony's all right. He's been here long enough. We get each other. It's all right. He's good. Yeah, here go those shorts. Exactly. Woof, woof. Here we go. Chomp, chomp. It's like the Pac-Man, right? Waka, 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 waka. Come on. Let's go. I don't think the ISO 20022 thing is any big deal. We've talked about that months ago, and it's just, it's nothing. It is nothing. The magnet. All hail the magnet. 4-hour chart. Yeah, there's two different downtrends. It's like which one you want to compare it to. So here's the more recent one, right? We broke out of that one on the 4-hour chart. So we broke out of that one. And now there's a longer one that goes all the way back into July. And that's the one we're watching in purple there. Is that one. $22.88. It's getting closer, guys. More pings. More pings. Go, little doggy. Whales are hitting their week 1 NFL parlays. I know, right? Yep. You do not bet for the Patriots this year. That's for sure. See, Patriots, vote other way. They were actually favored to beat the Raiders today. I was just like, man, no. No. Always hopeful Kriss will give me a few free Doge while watching. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Yep, Anthony won some giveaways. 22.90. It's getting there quicker than I thought. I know, just got the Robinhood notification on both Doge and Bonk. I just got the Bonk notification too. Bonk. Nice. I want to see the Bitcoin notification when it reaches my buy price. That's what I want to see. Let's go. Let's go. You sold the pump and bought H-bar, William? H-bar is not a meme. It's not a meme. Hopefully you get some good news for H-bar. It pumps a little. And then you sell it before Doge goes on its big run and you roll it into Doge. The power of the magnet. Come on. Yes, I think rejection at 23. It's all set up for rejection at 23. On a number of levels. First, it's the next penny. Second, there's a longer purple trend line. And third, the heat maps take out those last shorts right up there before 23. And then that's it. No fun. Or on. When a chart is too green. No such thing. They're building tokens on SWI now, Dallas? Billy, really? The next Doge? Yeah, I don't think so. But good luck with that. You go chasing your tokens. 24 cents is the pivot price. In time. Maybe by the 17th. What's up with Pengu? Let's check back in. Pengu is going on a nice little run here. Look at that. Woo! Let's go. So we're over the Friday pump. We're higher now. Back to where we were on Wednesday. We want to see this keep going, though, on Pengu. I see that keep going. Yeah, we're just waiting to get these Doge liquidations up here. 22.9 to 22.95. ADA has opened an eye. Oh yeah, look at that. 84 cents. All right. Not as high as it was on Friday yet. I'll take Doge. Bitcoin's trying to get in the game now. Bitcoin's like, hey, don't forget about me. Right? Too late, Bitcoin. Too late. Yeah, I'm guessing that you hold World Liberty Finance since you talked about it. I'm guessing you hold it. Thank you, Mike. Nice to see some green candles, get a little positivity, because it's been rough. There's no doubt. It's been a little rough. You're a Cosmos holder too? I know it's 15%, but man, if the token doesn't move, I mean, you can make 15% in a day on the price of these other memes. Cat's going crazy. We'll start selling on strength. Slow and methodical. Yep, we're not there yet, though. Not there yet. I know, Jason. You hear that cat? He's just totally going crazy, running around. Yep, that's the cat. 30, probably not till October, Mike. 30. Did you see my September price prediction video? Not 30 yet. Not 30 yet. And who was it that was saying we were going to hit 31? It was Ramon, right? Ramon was saying 31 cent Doge. Had to be 31 before the end of the month. in August. And I was like, no, Ramon. No, Ramon. The cat's just crazy. Probably had some catnip or something. If the M2 means anything, still today marked the day on the most correlated offset. I know. M2 kept going up and Bitcoin turned and decided to go sideways down a little bit. It was just like, that's not following the M2. Not following the M2. I know, have a billion Pepe tokens. But really, what's Pepe going to do, though? Pepe was last year's token, you know? It'll probably just kind of bounce up and down, follow the market, but it's not going to be a leader, I don't think. Maybe able to double from 10 to 20, but I'm not buying any. Not buying any more. The World Liberty Finance coin was made just to fill the Trump bags, right? And make the Trumps more wealthy, right? You do know that. My top 3 memes are the top 3 gainers. Let's go. Hey, there's the cat. Where you going, buddy? I know, right? Doge, bonk. Pengu, let's go. Bonk needs to go lower for you to get back in. You had a chance. You had lots of chances. Now up to 21. Bonk is moving. Pengu. Still moving. Doge might be tiring out right here. Come on. You're not done yet. Peak is stuck. Yes, Anthony. It actually went up a little bit over the past few days, but that's after dropping quite a bit. You're just trouble, cat. Yep. It's all about making the Trumps richer. That's what it's all about. No, it's okay to hold some Pepe, David. I got nothing against it. I held Pepe. I sold it. I bought it at 10, sold at 20, made money. It's in making money, right? And I hold Bonk and Pengu and I hold Pump.fun. That's all in, the end of my portfolio. I don't have anywhere near as much of those as I have with Doge. So, but it's okay to have some fun with some of that. It's okay. You sold Pengu for the smelly one? Let's check it out. The smelly one. Got a long way to go to get back to $1, though. 76 cents now. That was a big drop. But yeah, it's the memes today. A meme Sunday is what we got going here. A meme Sunday. Just buy crypto. Ondo Finance, I've never really looked into it. Haven't looked into it. Yeah, AVAX is going to run. But not today. Today's the memes. Back to 22.91 for Doge. Mike, I'm at about 400,000 Dogecoin right now. You've got about 14,000 over 30 cents. You weren't buying any more on the dips. Bring your average down. Yeah, about the fun, about the competition. Also, just be exposed to some other things in the market. And then when everything moons, whoo, let's go. Mr. T, I used to hang out on StockTwits. It's worse than Reddit. It really is. I just got sick of the people, all the moon boys there on like every stock and every coin. It would just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. You had Pepe 2, sold, took the profits, put it in Doge. Exactly. Exactly. Sold your ADA and bought Crow at 36. Ooh. Pumps like today make me believe there may be goodness in humanity. Yeah. Woo! Ah. Yeah, you're out of Doge, back into it this year. I get it. I lost my 10-pick $2 parlay. Pittsburgh didn't cover their -3 spread. Yeah, I don't do sports betting. I got out of that. It's like, nope, don't do that anymore. Mostly because of things like that. Yeah, StockTwits is just, it's terrible. I used to spend a lot of time on there. When I was doing all that swing trading of stocks back in 2020, I was on StockTwits a lot. I just don't go back there anymore. 33 Doge, diamond hands, Anthony. I love it. 33 Doge. Wouldn't you like to make that 66 sometime? Maybe. Buying more, averaging down. Yep, DB still here. We've got these green candles. Kept going up. Had to see whether it was going to hit our targets. Right. I don't do gambling, but Orbit, he got you. I don't gamble, really, but oh, that's funny. Well, everyone gambles a little, right? You're up 110% on Doge. Nice. Yep. You bought into Doge when Doge was 6 cents. I know, and I've got just the meme for you. I posted it on my X today. This one. He bought 10,000 worth of Dogecoin at 6 cents, and he's not selling. It's like, yes. And that's you, 6 cents. There it was. Future still looking good. Let me refresh. We had that open. Yep. Futures. Stock futures are looking good. I do not have any AMC or GME. And please don't use all caps. Thank you. Yeah, meme stocks. Thank you. No, AMC is just a crap stock. They diluted the hell out of the stock. They made a second preferred stock called Ape, and then they rolled all that back into AMC stock. It's just, what a stupid. I sold my AMC for profit. I will never buy it again. GME, I don't know. I might play it again sometime next year. We'll see. When I get bored, just waiting for the crypto bear market to hit bottom, I might play with some stocks, but we'll see. That's next year. I'm not going to do anything else with stocks this year, except for my swing trading Megal stock. You bought Doge at 1 cent. Yeah, I bought a bunch at 2 cents. Frank at 2.4 cents. No. I'm sorry, 0.0024. Wow. So that's like 2020, right? 2019. Well, yeah, Jamie bought Bitcoin, but the way they bought it pissed everybody off. They had a bunch of cash in reserve, and everyone said they should just use that cash in reserve to buy Bitcoin. But no, that's not what they did. They ended up doing some kind of internal stock sale instead, flooding the market with more shares, and then use that to buy Bitcoin. Investors didn't like that. 2018, even earlier. Yeah, Doge was dead back then. I mean, people think Doge is dead now. No. 2018, from what I can see on the charts, Doge was dead. So yeah, you bought it at a great time, 0.0024. Wow. And there was nothing going on with Dogecoin back then. I mean, what were you thinking? Was there something wrong that got you to buy Dogecoin in 2018? It's like, what were you thinking? That was like throwing money away back then. 400,000 coins. Yeah. Hey, Dennis. Hey, thanks for the super chat, man. Yeah, let's take a look at Pepe. I want to go to a different Pepe chart. Let's look at this one. Too many zeros, so they just call it 0.99, and then they say -5. They do that just to get rid of the zeros on the chart. This is on TradingView. So we've been watching Pepe. I just wanted to put a couple lines on here, right? Because there's 10, and then the target line is 20. Because this is what I did. I bought it at 10 and I sold it at 20. I really need to change these colors. Can't really see those lines, right? So this was what I was saying to do, was to because this is what I had done, was I had bought somewhere on one of these dips Must have been, I don't know, like right around there. And then I sold up here. And that was like a quick flip, but doubled my money on Pepe. So here we are again, right? Same place. We just had the dip. If you're thinking of buying some, you didn't buy down here, but then that's when all the fear of tariffs and everything was like really dumping. Everything was dumping then. So let's say you didn't buy there, but you could buy here. And I would say there's a good chance we could see this kind of move again with Pepe, at least to 20 again. That kind of move for memes could be in play. So now whether it goes higher and comes up to 24, 25, 20, that would be like, this would be like the blow off top. You don't know if that's going to happen or not. And that's the way I felt when I sold. So I didn't hit the top, but I doubled my money, but it was only in like a month. In 1 month, I doubled. So Pepe is lining up to do the same thing again. Again, it's not a 10x or, I mean, be realistic though. And you ask about Pepe, that's what I see Pepe doing. It's something like that. Okay? Good luck to us all. Oh, keep turning off that. Stupid cat is back here, bothering me. Can crypto be the next bubble that will burst? I don't think so. I think there's too much support for it now across all financial stuff. Doge is trending. Love it. Love it, love it. About to get interesting. Don't think it's a bubble. Still think we're early. So let's all get rich together. RR was here earlier. Blast. People like Blast? Frank? I don't know what Blast is. Blast. Not traded very much on Coinbase. Low volume. It's like almost dead. So nobody's buying this thing. That doesn't mean it can't go on a big run out of nowhere, because we just saw that with, oh, this has a terrible chart for Coinbase. I mean, look at this thing. It's basically that. That is not a good chart. I don't know if you hold some of this, good luck. But that's not a good chart. It had one little run here in July, but that's when everything else was running too. Not great. all profits from my stocks going into Doge, XRP, Cardano, and Bitcoin. And then you're going to roll it back into stocks for next year. You think AI is going to break crypto? So let's enjoy it while we can. Oh. ADA. Yeah, still. Oh, well, there went that green candle. It just got eaten up by a red. We were celebrating 84 cents and it just dumped back down. That's not good. Oh, Bitcoin dumped. This is Bitcoin's fault. A Bitcoin. Boo. It's going to try and drag Doge down. Don't like that. Petruchio, how are you? Yes, Pengu's following Doge on the rise. We've been watching Pengu. Right. Any crypto could, but thousands never will. Hundreds of thousands never will. You've got your Pepe limit sell at 22. That's not a bad target for the, meme bull cycle blow off. It's not a bad target. I know, we were looking at that. Doge has passed H bar. H bar is at 21.9. Doge 22.8. Passed right by. And then where's World Liberty Finance? We were watching that one as well. 22.4. Yeah, so that guy who was holding World Liberty Finance and talking about how great it is, yeah, it's starting to sell back down. So Doge has passed it as well. That was you selling BTC, that big red candle. Ha. It's your fault. 6 more minutes till close. Yeah. WLFI. Let's make the Trumps more rich. That should be its motto. Let's make the Trumps more rich. Yeah, this big red candle into the daily close here on Bitcoin is dragging everything down. There's ETH all the way back. Stupid Bitcoin. Solana coming down. Cardano coming down. Doge, a little red. But stop the momentum. Stupid Bitcoin. Stupid Bitcoin. Futures are still all in the green. And I didn't say Doge was going to reach $1. So You never know, though, what's in the future. You never know. Is there a way to have my Robinhood account sell at 45 cents without me having to manually sell? You could set a limit order to sell. Yep. Yeah, you can set a limit order. Do you know how to do that on the app? It always defaults to market order, but you have to pull down from the right to go into the different kind of orders and then set a limit order. But yeah, you can do that. Yeah, people talk about VP every once in a while here. I mean, he does have a almost daily stream as well. Seems to be all right. He seems to be more bearish, but I think lately, from what I've heard, he's getting a little more bullish. But tends to be negative overall. That's my take on him. But I think he's good. He's really good with the charts and looking at different tokens and seeing what's going on. So I think he's good at that. Doge is going to fly. We will see. We will see. Yeah, Mike, for Robinhood, just go into the app. I'll show you. I'll show you. So we've done this before. So there's Dogecoin, right, on the app. Then you go sell. You hit the sell button. But you don't want to sell on this page. You want to come up here to the upper right where it says market order there. And you want to hit the little down arrow. And then you want to select limit order right there. So where it says limit order, you select that. Limit order. And then you type in 45 cents. And then how much Doge you want to sell at that price. And that's it. Easy to do. But the default on Robinhood is always market orders. That's just how they do it. Anthony, you haven't been paying attention to Michael Saylor. He's not selling. He's borrowing. He's using his Bitcoin now as collateral to buy things. So he doesn't have to sell. That's where Bitcoin is now. So if Saylor wants to make money, he has to sell. Incorrect. If Saylor wants to make money, he borrows against the Bitcoin. That's what he's doing. So he's not going to sell any Bitcoin. Ready for the last leg to be over? I don't know. It's going to be kind of fun. I'm ready to have fun. Oh. Yeah. I sold the Trump token too. I put it into pump.fun and Pengu, and I'm having a lot more fun with it and making my money back that I lost. Yep, it's the daily close and the new day open. Actually, Doge did okay right up to the close. It ended up with a green here on the 30-minute at the end. It was looking red and it ended up green. Or Bitcoin ended up with this big red candle to end the day. Boo, Bitcoin. Boo. But not Doge. I should get a college degree in Doge. Get my diploma, my Doge diploma. That's the thing. Some meme coins can outperform Bitcoin, like Dogecoin. And I have shown again and again and again all the times where Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. LOL. The whole Satoshi thing is like, Crypto dogs, you think we're booming? I think we had a nice little run today. That's all. A little breakout. Not the big booming thing yet. Exactly, Nick. Like I said, like Doge. Yeah, I hear this talk about MicroStrategy being a big bubble, but I don't think so. Again, he's going to borrow against it. That's his whole thing now. Borrowing against it. Right. We paid our dues for years. It's fun time now. Here we are. It's all been leading up to this. And now here we are. September, right? Of the bull cycle year. The end of the cycle. And again, that's it. You borrow against the Bitcoin, Anthony. That's the future. Check it out. Check all the time. Just do a search on with Michael Saylor and using his Bitcoin to borrow against, and you'll see what he says. Well, hello to your boyfriend who watches me, and you just stick around. You'll pick it up. We're just trying to make money. We're just trying to make money. That's all. And have fun doing it. Not take it all seriously. I still think X Money is going to launch by the end of the year. I'm going by what Elon and Linda Yaccarino said at the beginning of the year. And my prediction was that it would be fall 2025 because they never do anything really on time. And we'll see. But I'm just going by that announcement that they said it would be in 2025. All right, I gotta go get some dinner, guys. It's at 8 o'clock. I'm being told. I need to go do dinner. Hey, look, we almost made it, right? And now, are we going to do this overnight Sunday dump? What is this going to look like? So. Oh, you're the boyfriend. Gotcha. All right. Now I get it. We have a few couples who show up on this thing. You don't think we're done yet? Yeah. Yeah, I don't follow Bitcoin Cash. Again, it might double in price like everything else. That's all I would expect for it. I think Doge is going to more than double in price from here. So I'll leave it at that. Hey, I hope everyone has a great evening. Tomorrow, Monday. Well, some of you, it's already Monday. I hope everyone has a great rest of your Sunday if you're still on a Sunday. There's a lot going on this week, even though everyone's waiting for the week after for the Fed, FOMC, but we do have the PPI and the CPI numbers and those things. And And they had this Doge ETF. Is it going to launch on the 9th? What's going on there? So we will check on that. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.